Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Luis, and God bless every single one of you. Today is February 1st, 2024. If you can, please share this video. This is very important. I want to share something with you. And it says here, illegal migrants flip middle finger after being charged with attacking NYPD in Times Square. Illegal migrants attacking law enforcement here in America. And check this out. These migrants were released back to the streets without bail. And they were sent back to the shelter without tax-paying money. So we are basically helping them, these criminals who attack police officers, and we also providing them shelters and food. These lawlessness, these radicals, excuse my language, but these little bastards deserve to be behind bars. They deserve to be locked up in Rikers Island because they are criminals. Anyone who attack law enforcement should be thrown in jail. Instead, they're being released back into the streets, back to the shelter, without tax-paying money. I want to read this part really quick. If you can, please share this video. And it says, you have this one individual, 22 years old, made the offensive hand signal after he was released from police custody on charges of assaulting a police officer and gang assault. So you come to this country, which many of them were saying they running away because the violence and too much gangs, but here they are, and they're acting like thugs. And this is just the beginning. This is the tip of the iceberg. It says here, if you can, please share this video. Which, by the way, this is coming out from the New York Post. Illegal migrants, cowards, who beat on cops near Times Square should be locked up, NYPD chief says, as fifth suspect released without bail. Meanwhile, if we do that, if Americans attack police officer, we'd be thrown in jail for 10 years, possibly parole. I'm trying to figure out why these people from the southern, again, coming from South America, Central America, whatever part of the world they're coming from, why are they being released back to the streets when the stuff that they committed is something that's, you do time, you do 10 years or 5 years or whatever. You attack a police officer, that's time in prison for us Americans. But it seems like for migrants, it's a slap in the back and don't worry about it, just go back to the shelter. It's just insane. It's just completely insane. And by the way, these individuals, they have record. It's not the first time they've been doing all this crazy lawless stuff. They've been attacking other individuals. Some of them were stealing. They were caught stealing. I mean, it's just insane. And go figure why Texas is busing these individuals, sending them to all these other states. They don't want them in Texas. It says here you have one individual, Juan or Joan, 22 years old, even took time to flip the double bird as he strolled out of Manhattan criminal court following his arraignment on charges of assaulting a police officer and obstructing governmental administration for Saturday's caught on camera beating. They have video footage of this. You wouldn't believe, again, the officer was on the ground. You have like almost 10 individuals kicking him, punching him. I mean, these individuals are being released back into the street instead of sending them back to their country. But what do you expect? It's New York. It's not run by Republicans. It's a Democrat state. So I didn't do nothing. He muttered in Spanish as he exited a courthouse hallway in a hell of news conference cameras. So this individual was saying, I didn't do nothing. You know, it wasn't me. You got the wrong person. I didn't do nothing. Yeah, sure. There's just, cameras all over New York. All right, so the person was the 5th accused cop attacker, sprung on the bail-eligible rap. Something NYPD Chief of Patrol, Mr. John, ripped as reprehensible earlier Wednesday. You have 8 individuals attacking a lieutenant and a cop. Attacking lieutenant? Once again, attacking lieutenant. If you want to come to this country, then come. But don't be attacking law enforcement. Don't be attacking, again, police officers. So once again, the 4 that were arrested should be sitting in Rikers Island. And I posted a video yesterday, and I said that these individuals should be thrown in Rikers Island. That would teach them a lesson. Rikers Island ain't no joke. Again, I've never been there, but I know people that were locked up in Rikers Island, and they could tell you it's not pretty. So it says here, you want to know why our cops are getting assaulted? There are no consequences. Bingo. Once again, you want to know why our cops are getting assaulted? There are no consequences, he continued. 8 people attacked 2 cops. Cowards. Cowards. This is now no hateful, video. This is me speaking the truth. You break the crime, you attack police officer, you deserve to be locked up. There are laws. There are consequences when you break these laws. But for some reason, there is no one to uphold these laws. We have judges and whatever system is going on running New York, they don't know how to run things. This is the person right here. So the gang of asylum seekers ganged up on 2 cops, kicking and pummeling them after the officer broke up a disorderly group around 8:30 p.m. Saturday on West 42nd Street near 7th Avenue, according to cops and surveillance footage. So it basically happened in Times Square. And you guys know Times Square is packed. There's so much people there. So police arrested 4 of the accused thugs at the scene, identified as Darwin Andres Gomez, 19 years old, Kelvin Savita, 19 years old, Wilson Juarez, 21 years old, and Joman, 24 years old. This story it brings back memory of Justice for Junior, and about those gangs that attacked Junior. And again, I mean, you have so many of these thugs that's coming from other countries. But the difference is that you know, those that killed Junior, they are locked up. And all of them is locked up, except for certain individuals, and I think a person named Sosa. He's not locked up. I guess he was deported to Dominican Republic. But anyways, going back to this story, this one here is it just kind of reminds me of that 2017, I think it was, right? 2016, 2017. Yeah, so it's like, you know, so many gangs and stuff going on in New York. So police arrested 4 individuals. All right, so all 4 were later arraigned on a court, each of second-degree assault on a police officer and obstructing governmental administration, according to a criminal complaint. Once again, you have one individual was arrested a day after the attack when a cop on a foot post in Times Square recognized him from the surveillance footage and a wanted flyer, according to the criminal complaint against him. 2 more suspects. You have Yohanui Brito, 24, and Jandre, 21, were busted Wednesday night. They were charged with felony assault and robbery. Look at that. So, once again, both individuals had passed arrest for patent, and according to sources, the 5 men arrested are originally from Venezuela. Once again, these 5 individuals that attacked police officers are originally from Venezuela and arrived in the city late last year. All of them, other than Boada, who did not have a last name, or a last known address, appeared to live at a city migrant shelters, according to law enforcement sources. None have work permits or known relatives in the city. So they're just a bunch of, well, they're not young, they're like in their 20s, so they're on their own, and they're going out there doing crazy stuff. Surveillance video of the attack Saturday shows the 2 cops instructing the group to move on, when they suddenly are seen wrestling with one of the men, with all 3 falling to the ground. Here's another individual. You know, all this stuff going on. I'm glad that Texas governor is putting his foot down, and I'm glad that 25 states are teaming up, backing Texas. And you guys already know about that Uber driver in the state of Florida, which was off Moog Road. I used to live in Moog Road, no lie. And that happened about 2 minutes from my house. The individual from El Salvador, he took that Uber driver, and you guys already know, he just chopped them into pieces and put them in a garbage bag. That's demonic stuff. These people just come from those countries. And I mean, there's got to be an end to this. No more. Enough is enough. Just close the doors to the southern border. That's when the rest of the pack starts kicking and slugging the cops who are left on the ground. The video speaks for itself. Chell said Wednesday, "I'm proud of what they tried to do. They stayed in the fight, but 8 on 2 is hard. The suspects should face consequences for your actions." He added, "They should be sitting in Rikers Island. They should be indicted this week and have their day in court and go to jail." Here's another picture. You want to stop the assault on our cops? This is where it begins. The 2 assaulted cops, identified in a criminal complaint as Lieutenant Ben and police officer suffered minor injuries. According to the complaint, you have one of the officer was attempting to arrest one of the still at large suspect when the other four pounced on him, leaving him with a bloody and bruised lip and nose. It's another individual. The Manhattan District Attorney Office did not ask for bail for any of the 5 defendants who have been arrested so far. Your Honor, we take violence against police officers very seriously, Manhattan Assistant District Attorney insisted in court Wednesday evening. The NYPD arrested 4 individuals involved in this incident over the weekend, and the defendant was the 5th person arrested in connection with this incident, he said. Those individuals who are between the ages of 19 and 24 were released without bail to allow us to continue to investigate, and we are similarly requesting he be released on his own, as this defendant has no criminal history. It is paramount that we conclusively identify each defendant and specify each defendant's role in the incident. Once again, Boada's lawyer claimed his client wasn't part of the rowdy pack that attacked the 2 cops. Boada says if you watch the videotape, you would not see him on there, defense attorney Javier told the judge. He wasn't involved in the situation at all, the lawyer claimed, although police said that when he was busted, he was still wearing the black and white jacket and pink shoes that one wore in the video. The footage shows that man kicking one of the cops in the head 3 times. In a statement Wednesday, prosecutors said the incident is still under investigation and additional footage of the attack is being reviewed. Here's another picture. This is just the tip of the iceberg. It's just the tip of the iceberg. It is paramount that we conclusively identify each defendant and specify each participant's role in the incident. Every defendant charged so far is facing felony charges that carry a penalty of up to 7 years. It said, this is an active, ongoing investigation. All right. That's where we are right now. That's where we are right now. And it's just the beginning. So, anybody that put their hands on law enforcement, I know some people's like, I don't like cops. Well, again, I don't like liver. It doesn't mean that I go and attack liver. But here's the thing, not all cops are bad. Just like not all people are bad. People that say I don't like cops, it's just an excuse because, again, the situation they went through, who knows? Maybe they got tickets and they don't like cops. Maybe, look, here's the thing, all right? God has given us instruction in scriptures that we must obey the law. And whatever government stuff they put out there, that we must obey it if it's righteous. Now, if it goes against God, laws and God, decision, and not decision, but God's laws, then we should not go by it. Again, we should not worship idols. We should not, do those things. But if government tells us that we have to pay taxes, we have to pay taxes. Give to Caesar what is Caesar, give to God what is God. So again, God put certain people into political power. God put certain leaders in those, leadership spotlights. Our job is to pray for politicians, to pray for these judges and the leader of the United States and the government. But if they put out laws, we have to respect those laws. We have to respect them because God put them in there. All right. And if we go against them, then we are going against God. God is the one that places these people. All right. So it's like King David. King David, he didn't went after Saul. He could have killed Saul, but he didn't. Why? Because King David's like, I'm not going to go after him because he was anointed. God anointed Saul. So why should I take him out when God is the one that anointed Saul, the first king? So again, when God puts certain people in place, we have to respect. We have to pray for them. And we have to pay, follow the laws. If it's righteous. Just like in the book of Daniel. Daniel did not follow the government when the government said, do not pray to your God for a few days. Daniel is like, no. I respect laws, but you're not going to stop me from praying to my Father in heaven. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share this video. And again, these radicals deserve to be behind bars. They should be thrown in Rikers Island. They run away from Venezuela because, oh, it's too violent. But again, you coming here and you doing that type of stuff, ship them back there or just put them in Rikers Island. It would teach them a lesson. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, for those of you that want to send us letters, again, all my information, all this stuff will be in the description box. And if you guys want to help support the channel, we do have the PayPal link, and we also have the Patreon link. All the information will be in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless to every single one of you. Till next time later. Peace.